Good morning. Mike Bowden, Operations Section Chief with the Eastern Area Team 1 with your morning operational briefing for the Willamette Complex South for Monday, August 26th. We're going to start here when we discuss the fire up in Branch 8, the Chalk Fire. Yesterday was a beautiful day, a lot of sunshine, a little bit of drying happened. Fire activity did not pick up, but we were able to get in and get a lot of good work done because of the conditions. So in Tango, our division here, we're working on scouting out a good location to put in a contingency line here on the west side of the fire to make sure if something happens or we get some sort of weather event later in the life of the fire that we'll have a place where we can fall back to. Moving around the edge of the fire in Tango, resources continue to patrol and mop up on that direct edge, looking for heat. None was discovered yesterday on the Chalk Fire, which is good. We have infrared flights every night. There is still heat out there. And we expect as the warming and drying trend happens towards the weekend, we're going to start to see some activity. We don't know exactly how much or where it's going to be, but we're going to continue to monitor that to make sure that it does not become a problem. Moving around in Kilo, that division is in really good shape. Started to reduce the number of resources in there and releasing them to other parts of the fire that need some more assistance. And then in Alpha, the McKinley Road, which is the southern indirect line that we have established. It is nearing completion, and things are looking great there. The McKinley Fire and the Tire Mountain Fire both are unstaffed because they've been contained. They're in a patrol status. We have folks taking a look at McKinley daily. Today, we're going to have folks get in to Tire Mountain and take a really good look at that. We haven't been able to go in and look at that for the last couple of days because the roads were not really in good shape, and it wasn't real safe for our resources to drive up there and see what was going on. All right, we'll move down here to Branch 12, which is the southern part of our complex. And the Coffeepot Fire, which consists of Division Romeo and Division Papa. That fire is 100% contained. That does not mean it's out. There's still a lot of heat in the interior of that we're monitoring. Where we find it close to the line, we're mopping it up and securing it. That activity is going to continue today, and folks are going to be continuing to work making sure that there's anything that's a threat that it gets addressed. The 2129 road coming down here towards our contingency spike and Cotston spike camp. They're nearing completion on that, continuing to finish that up. There's some material that was developed as part of our preparation work on that line that has accumulated, and that is getting moved to places where it can be disposed of or utilized. Moving over here into Moss Mountain, this fire is still 100% uncontained. Because of where it's at, it's in very steep terrain where we can't get and go in and work directly on the fire's edge. Additionally, the fuels are very large trees. There's a lot of hazards related to the trees falling, rocks rolling down the hill, those types of things where the exposure to firefighters is very, very high, and the risk of putting folks in there is too great. So we're utilizing an indirect strategy where we're using a road network and improving that road network to make sure that if that fire begins to start spreading, it has not spread in several days, that we have places where we can make a stand and stop that fire. Basically from DP 37 down to 52, over from the 52, 53 area over here towards the 65, 46 area, and then back up is kind of our primary area that we're looking. The fire has reached this road here on the southern end. It's the 2020 road. It slopped over that road several days ago. Actually several weeks ago. There's still heat in there. We're continuing to monitor that and patrol that line to make sure it stays put. And then the other area of concern is both the eastern side and the western side of that. We utilized some helicopters yesterday on this eastern side to check up any heat that was starting to build so that we don't start to have fire spread coming at our lines until they're in place and ready to be defended. Moving down into the contingency area, there's a couple different areas where our work is happening. It's here along the Simpson block. There's an indirect line that is on the northwest side of that block of private land that continues to be working. That operation is probably within a week or so of being complete. There's some road network here in the Pioneer Gulch area where we were working through. We need to do a little rehabilitation on that road network because with the wet weather and the amount of truck traffic, that needs to be repaired. And we're kind of not utilizing that road network anymore. And then moving over here towards DP40, the 208 fire. That fire is in the wilderness. It's still 100% uncontained. We don't have folks directly on the fire line, so we're building an indirect strategy to contain that. Basically, from connected from 53 down here to DP40, and then tying it over here to a road network that is on the south end of the Diamond Peak Wilderness that ties back over to another fire called the Red Fire over on the Deschutes National Forest. That work through here will probably, or through to Crescent or Summit Lake, it will take probably another 10 to 14 days to complete that. So that's the end of our operational summary for Monday, August 26th. Thanks and have a good day.